She's behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Playtime. Thank you very much for coming out. It's been a very sad 10 days. We lost the beautiful Brian Kellogg, and he played here loads of times. We all played with him loads of times. And there's nothing one can say other than it's very, very sad. Yeah. And yeah, please, yeah. One thing about Brian, he was always about the music, and his love of music and his joy of music always shone out through his playing. So we're going to try and celebrate that tonight. I've often been called Tom Heavybody.
I know where this is going.
I thought that was a quality joke. That, and as usual, I've often been called Tom Heavybody, and for reasons that But tonight we are blessed by a light body.
We're like unicorns. There's not a lot of us.
There's not a lot.
I know.
There's a lot of heavy bodies. There's not a lot of light bodies. Can you give a big warm welcome to the wonderful Rachel Lightbody? And Rachel's going to tell us what we're doing. Hopefully.
Be careful what you wish for, Tom. So Tom asked me to do this gig, which has always been something that I've been very, very excited to do. These are some of my favourite musicians. I'm very excited to play with them tonight. And Tom kind of gave me free rein to think about what we wanted to do, which was very freeing and very hard to think about. I went through so many different people that we could play the music of, but for me, I am the biggest, well, I bet we could have a fight about this, but and I'm so okay for that. I love Joni Mitchell and everything that she does. She's a huge inspiration to me as a musician in everything that she encompasses by going through many different genres. I love every different era that she's been in, even the 80s and 90s. There's some crackers in there. And so, yeah, I was like, I think it's a nice opportunity to take some of these tunes that Joni has written, some of them not in her jazz moment, and some of them are from her jazz moment, and just see what happens with these guys. So, yeah, we're going to do some of my favorites, and I'm so sorry if we haven't given you something that you wanted to hear. Maybe we'll do a Joni part 2. I don't know. So we're going to start.
They can organise their own gig.
We are going to start with one of my favourite Joni tunes. This is from her album Court and Spark, and it's the first song from that album titled Court and Spark. And it's also 4 pages, so we're getting it out of the way, guys. As Martin and I said, we're getting it through the shredder once we're done. Yes. Tom, do you want to start us off? 1, 2.
To my door, the sleeper roll, and a man's soul. He thought for sure I'd seen him dancing through a river in the dark, looking for someone to court and spark. He was playing on the sidewalk book for passing change. When something strange happened, glory train passed through. So he buried the coins he made in People's Park, looking for someone to court and spark. You read my mind. You saw me mistrusting and still acting kind. You saw how I worry. Sometimes I worry. Sometimes. Guilty people, he said, they all seen the stain on your daily bread, on your Christian name. Well, I clear myself, I'd sacrifice my blues, and you could complete me. I complete you. His eyes were the color of the sand in the sea. The more he talked to me, the more he reached me. But I couldn't let go of LA, city of the fallen angels. Love. singing so good.
I'll turn you up a little bit.
Tom, we've done one tune.
Huh?
We've done one tune. You're leaving already?
No, I was going
We've had enough.
I was going to.
Oh,
I was going to, without anyone noticing. I was going
So I'll tell you this story.
But now that, you know.
Anybody got any good jokes? So yes, that was Court and Spark. I just thought about something, you know, a kind of set that would work with these incredible musicians, and it's been an absolute joy thinking about what we're going to play. This next song, I think we should do My Old Man, because Martin, is this your favourite Joni tune? It's in the top. I know it's hard. It's one of those ones. It's like you can't really say there's a favourite. There's too many. Yes, this is from her iconic Blue album, which is, in my eyes, just perfection. And what I will say is, I know that we maybe have some Joni fans in the house, so don't be shy. Please feel free to sing. That's, you know, that's what Joni's all about, you know. Or cry. I do that as well. That's another thing I do to Joni. So, you know, just feel free to join in when we're playing these songs, because I know they're special to everyone. So this is My Old Man.
Let's do the first four.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody in?
Yeah.
Me, Mark. One, two.
My old man, he's a singer in the park. He's a walker in the rain. He's a dancer in the dark. We don't need no visa paper from the city hall, keeping us tired and true. My old man, keeping away my blues. He's my sunshine in the morning. He's my firework in the end. He's the warmest chord I ever heard. Play that warm chord. Please stay, baby. We don't need no piece of paper from the sea. Keeping us tired and true. My old man, keeping away my blues. And when he's gone, me and my lonesome blues. The birds too, flying past you. song about being against traditional marriage could be so happy. I'd like to dedicate that to my fiancé at the back there. Why don't we do Marcy? Okay, so we gave you a couple of super hits, and now I'm going to go a wee bit deeper. This is from Joni's earlier album, Song of a Seagull. This is one of my favourite Joni Mitchell songs. And when you listen to her, when you listen to her post-Blue, her voice has dropped. It's so fun to go back to her earlier albums and listen to where her range started. It's just, it just shows you she is not one of us, she's a unicorn. That earlier part of her career, her voice is just sparkly. So, this tune is titled Marcy. It talks of a young woman going off kind of in the earlier start of her adulthood and going to the big city. And I guess maybe that's something that I resonate with. So this is Marcy. First chord? Yeah.
Hi.
You writing a book there?
I'm writing a book now.
You're writing your shopping list?
My thing is just like working, and I'm just like doing all the annotations I should have done on the rehearsal.
Oh, that's good. You keep me writing.
Sure. God help us all.
1, 2, 1, 'Cause summer and hear how they tell Where was she moved away? Red is angry, green is jealous. That was all she had to say. Someone thought they saw her Sunday, window shopping in the rain. Someone thought she bought a one-way ticket and lost it again. Beautiful.
You're melting hearts with that clarinet there, Martin.
Thought we do now.
I think we should do the yellow taxi. Is that okay?
Yeah. So you don't want to do one of those.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
E flat one. What was the one?
Yeah, we can do that. Blues and E flat. So, I don't know. I don't think there's a specific point where Joni, you know, moved into her jazz, more jazz writing. But I find Court and Spark a very turntable album. It starts with obviously Court and Spark, and it moves through some of her kind of more traditional songwriting. And then at the very end of the album, if you know the album, she's got this blues at the end, which was actually written by the amazing jazz singer Annie Ross. And I feel like that was a moment where she just gave a little jazzy winkle, and she just went, you know what, let's just dive into it. So we're going to give you that blues that's at the end of that album. This is, I love the lyric of this next song because it talks about how dysfunctional we all are. And I'll tell you something, I really resonate with that. You know, just, yeah, I am just a little bit crazy, and that's okay. This is a tune titled Twisted. Do I do a chorus and then I'll come in? Yeah.
We'll do a set of 12 before you come in.
Yes, just an E flat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
My analyst told me that I was right out of my head the way he described it. He said it'd be better dead than life. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along that he was all wrong, and he knew that I thought I was crazy, but I'm not. Oh no. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head. I said I need treatment, but I'm not that easily led. He said I was a type that was most inclined, went out of his sight to be out of my mind, and he thought I was nuts. No more ifs or ands or buts, no, no. He said as a child I appeared a little bit wild with all my crazy ideas, but I knew what was happening. I knew I was a genius. Was so strange when you know the two isn't a three. I knew that this was meant to be. Well, I heard little children are supposed to see red. That's when I got to the vodka one night. My parents went frantic, didn't know what to do, but I saw some crazy things before they came to. Now, do you think I was crazy? I may have been only 3, but I was swinging. They all did that created. They all lived in Edison and also that side. So I should have been sorry if they just couldn't understand the idiomatic logic that went on in my head. I had a brain that was insane. All they used to laugh at me when I refused to ride on almost double decker buses, all because there was no driver at the top.
All right.
My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, but I said, dear doctor, I think that it's you instead, because I got the thing that you can do to prove that I'll have the last of the new. Cause instead of one head, I got two. And you know 2 heads are better than one. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Short and sweet, baby. You guys are just so good at music. Oh, it's too much fun. Do you want to do one more?
Why?
Yeah? Okay. Well, should we do Big Yellow Taxi?
No.
No.
In this very moment.
Now, this comes with a disclaimer, and an apology. You know, this is arguably Joni Mitchell's, most well-known tune, Big Yellow Taxi. But we've kind of just kind of stretched it a wee bit more and not because it needs changed. I swear, I promise. The apologies are endless. I just heard it in 5 one day and just thought, why not? Now, I'm not saying I can sing it in 5 because I know it so well, but we're gonna have a bit of fun with this. But just before we do this last number, please, can you just show some love to these amazing musicians? Because I can't tell you how joyful it is to play with them, but also just to listen in their noises that they're making. Please make it up for Martin, Graeme, Tom and Mario. Now, I did say that I can't sing this in 5, but I do have full faith that you guys can sing it in 5. So please join us with Big Yellow Taxi. Even if you just make it up, we're doing that all the time.
Yeah, I think, Tom, would you like to do something at the top? Believe in yourself.
What is the tempo?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum.
he took away my old man. Done it all, seen it all, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Seen it all, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. Put up a parking. Put up a parking. You gotta put up a parking. You'd pay paradise. You pay paradise. You pay paradise. There's a base there, and you put up a parking. Oh, yes! That low note has given me life. Thank you so much.
Rachel Lightbody, ladies and gentlemen, come on! Martin Kershaw on saxophone. Graeme Stephen on the guitar. Caribé on the bass. Rachel Lightbody one more time. Joni Mitchell. Wherever she is. We're going to take a short break. Please don't go home. You can go home if you want, but there's more. So we'll see you in a bit. And yeah, thanks a lot. Rachel Lightbody! Yeah. Rachel Lightbody, welcome to the Playtime interview. I literally have to leave in like 18, 19 minutes. So I'm setting a timer.
Is it 18 or is it 19 though, Tom?
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see how interesting you are. If you're interesting, you'll get the full 19.
Oh, I'm nervous now. I'm feeling anxious.
I obviously didn't mean it. So this is going to be shown in the interval of the gig. So you've done the first set. How do you think that went?
I think we did really well.
Yeah.
I think it was. I mean, I felt good, and really, Tom, that's the main thing.
Well, I think we play the kind of music that if we don't feel good, it's not going to be as good for the audience, is it? So
absolutely, but really, the main thing is that I'm having a nice time.
It's not because we're narcissists and psycho.
No, not at all. No. First set, great. Second set.
What are your hopes for the second set? How do you think it's going to go?
I think the only way, as the song goes, the only way is up, Tom.
You told me on the day of the gig but two things. One is that you're from the Midwest, and also you're from Ayrshire.
Yes.
How can those two things both be true is the first question. And the second question is, how did you get into music?
Okay. So, look, you're going to have to talk to my mother and my father. But in the 80s, my mother and father, who are both from East Kilbride, just were like, let's get out of here. And then this little angel appeared in the Midwest in Chicago.
Chicago, okay.
Yeah. So we were over there for a couple of years till I was about like 7.
What were they doing in Chicago?
Oh, I can't tell you that, Tom.
Special intelligence services.
Do you know, that's just like, it's just a funny joke because like we don't actually know what my father does. He was in like he's a chemist, so yeah. So doing all that
kind of research kind of chemist, or is he an industrial kind of chemist?
A little bit column A, a little bit column B there, Tom. He's been self-employed his whole life, so
he's a self-employed chemist.
You're rootin' tootin'.
So, as a freelance scientist.
Freelance, he follows just wherever the chemistry takes him.
My wife just poked her head through the door. Run away.
So yeah, and so we were there for a couple of years, and then my folks decided that we needed a little.
You left Chicago.
I'm gonna say like 6 or 7, and then my parents thought I needed a little bit of Scottishness in me. You know, I was a wee bit too positive, so I needed a little bit of, you know, a bit of rain.
Self-loathing.
Yeah, exactly. Which I feel like 6 and 7 is the appropriate age for that kind of like decision to be made. And then, so we came to Ayrshire, and then we actually moved back to Washington, D.C. for a year because I was getting a little bit too, you know, to Ayrshire. And so just to balance it out, Tom. So it's just been a back and forth.
Totally in terms of titrating your personality, or was it other reasons as well?
Oh, definite other reasons. As like bodies, we're like little fireflies. Just, where are we going to go next? Don't know.
That just reminds me of the sort of the failure of my heavy body joke at the beginning of the gig. I don't know if you remember that. And I mean, I constantly make jokes that don't land at Playtime, and I just thought, well,
look, you
don't deserve me.
Look, you. It was beautiful, and I don't want to hear anything else. Okay, you started the gig strong. I was yeah.
I kind of did it I set you up, really. It was like crossing the ball into the box.
It was perfect.
You went, oh, let's see where this is going, and you hit it out of the park. So that was my gift to you. So the Lightbody's moving around.
Yeah.
DC freelance chemistry.
You know,
that kind of makes sense. I have this theory that kind of academics and scientists quite often produce jazz musician offspring. Is there anything to that?
Well, both my mother and father are the biggest music fans. Like, my father plays piano, and my mum is a beautiful singer.
Wow.
So we always, all my family. I've got 2 brothers as well, and my brothers are probably bigger music fans than me, which is wild. We're a big. Oh gosh, I don't even know what they do, but they do stuff that isn't music, but they are they go to all the gigs. Like, they are just a huge inspiration for that kind of thing. But yeah, we've been immersed in music like since we.
So this is getting into how you got into music. So there was lots of music in the house. Did you get music lessons?
Yes.
So tell me that.
I hated music lessons. I feel for any of my piano teachers who were just like, oh, why can she not just...
From what age to what age did you get piano lessons?
I was like, that would be a good question. I didn't have them when I was in the States. So it would be like from 7. I had piano lessons when I was like 7 to like 11, and I hated them over here. And then I had a like mind-blowingly beautiful and very like profound moment with a piano teacher in Washington, D.C. who took the book away from me. And she was like, she had this amazing living room that like had like floor to ceiling like windows and like a beautiful piano and just lots of books and plants and stuff. And she was like, okay, Rachel, you're not really into the like structured thing, so let's just play music. And I remember she gave me like things like, you know, like pieces of music about like trees, and it was all very kind of organic. And that's
asking you to improvise.
Yeah. We would do like duets, and we would improvise. And I loved her. She was.
Sounds great. Do you remember her name?
I don't. I loved her so much that I can't remember her name. No, she was kind of just. Oh no, that was my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. If I were to ask my mom, she would know. But yeah, she was amazing. So yeah, and then I can
down.
Say that again.
The One Step Down.
The One Step Down.
Jazz club in Washington, D.C.
Oh, what kind of like? Is it still there?
I went because I was there for Christmas when I was 21, and I went I was staying with his family in DC because I didn't go home for Christmas. The friends of my parents, and they took me to one step down. There's this house pianist, this African American guy called Lefty or something like that.
Okay.
So I had a sort of name like that, and I sat in at the with the band, and then it was really cool. Everyone was very friendly, and then about last year, I read the Dave Grohl autobiography, and he said that he grew up in DC and he went to the One Step Down drummer, and it was around exactly the same time. And I was thinking maybe Dave Grohl was sitting there.
That'd be so cool.
But then he decided jazz was pish, and
Oh, was that when his mum took him?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that bit in the book. That's so cool.
So then this main musical family, you had piano lessons you hated. There was this woman that got you improvising. So how did you get from there to being a jazz singer, professional jazz singer?
So
all the steps.
Oh gosh.
You've got 9 minutes left.
So the year was 1992. So then I came back here and tried the piano thing again. Hated it because like I had this like beautiful unicorn piano teacher who was so gentle in her approach. And so then I became a teenager, and obviously I wanted to be a rock and roll like superstar. And so I went to a guitar teacher. I started learning guitar, and very quickly learned that guitar was not for me. But my guitar teacher, so I would have been like 13, 14, 15 sort of time. And so my guitar, I was just like, oh, the strings, they're so, wow, ew, I'm just, And so this guitar teacher, whose name was Peter Driver, he was like this like old jazzer from London. He was like, let's just play songs. So instead of going to guitar lessons and learning guitar, I went to guitar lessons and sang.
How cool is that?
And so we sang like.
Did your parents know? Was it secret? Don't tell them you're singing.
No, they definitely knew because my dad like played with Peter, and so we started doing like little gigs around Ayrshire and stuff like that, just playing like standards and stuff.
Did he charge you for the gigs as a teacher?
Actually, that's.
I'm gonna have to charge you, Rachel. It's a lesson, isn't it?
Maybe a couple of invoices I need to send to my dad. So
by the way,
yeah,
no charge for this, by the way. Just in case you were worrying.
Oh, I am. I'm always worrying.
You started doing jazz gigs with your ex-guitar teacher, Peter Driver.
Peter Driver, yeah.
And that was what age?
Like 15, 16.
Did he drive you to the gigs?
Do you know? No. Did he? No.
So he was driver by name, but not by nature.
Driver by name, driver definitely not by nature.
And then, okay, so then did you go to music college?
Yes, I did. I went to the University of Strathclyde on the BA Applied Music course, the BAM course. I am a BAM by nature.
Was that like an easy decision for you to do music or after school, or was it should I be a chemist?
Absolutely, Tom. No, because I was at school going, there's only one thing I can do.
Right.
I mean, or I could study rocks. But no, music seemed. I mean, I just did that thing of like, you know, I am young. I am young. I was just like young and just being like, I just really like music, so I'm going to study music.
Yeah.
Like being like, I want to be a musician. It was like, I just want to study it. So yeah.
But did you have a sense of what kind of career you wanted to have after college when you start college?
I still don't know that. I still don't have a clue. I just, I just kind of followed the river down that path. And then like that course like has just had like such an impact on me because I just got to meet all these amazing musicians, like some incredible jazzers who like
give some names.
Give us some names. I don't know if you've heard of him, Mr. Alan Kosker.
No. Never heard of him. No.
He
must be one of these up and coming. You know.
You know, so there's been some insane.
We need more names. That was one name.
One. Who did you get? Who did you hear? Alan.
Alan Koska was the only name you said.
Konrad Wisniewski.
No, never heard him. No.
I know he's still
Coming,
practicing.
I mean, I'm not that. I haven't got my finger on the pulse. So keep them coming. Keep more names.
Bill Fleming.
No,
never heard of him. Yeah, and others.
Anyway, I've heard of them all. They're great. So you're with lots of great. And then, was Townsend there?
Townsend was there. Yeah. Townsend was there.
I noticed you didn't mention him because you didn't. He's only a minor figure.
I got nervous.
He does watch this. You know, he did sponsor a podcast episode once.
So Paul Townsend.
And here's a sort of observation which I wanted to know how you felt about this, is that you know, that thing about the career, what kind of career did you envision? And I actually think that you start I didn't go to music clubs, but you know, you start being a musician, and then you kind of it never really settles into a fixed pattern. But you're doing stuff, and then you suddenly go, well, actually, this is me having a music career. It just doesn't feel like that. But to other people, they go, must be going really well for you. You're doing all this stuff, but you feel like it's still very kind of higgledy-piggledy and Heath Robinson.
So I just did. That's so funny. I just did a gig with the amazing singer-songwriter who lives not far away from you, Tom, Rachel Sermani.
Oh, yeah.
And we literally just, like, we were rehearsing on Friday, and it was all very nice, you know, when you have like just nice musical moments and you just have a moment of like clarity. And we both were just like, I can't believe we're doing, like, this is us. This is what you're saying, Tom. It's like, this is our job. This is what we do.
I can't believe it's so wonderful. I mean,
nobody's found us out yet.
Well, I won't tell you. I've never told you this, but we first met on the Paul Harrison Alice in Wonderland project, and you know, I'd obviously heard your name around and about. It was also Norman. First time I played with Norman Wilmore, and I'd heard his name round and about also. And these young up and coming upstarts. Let's see them. Let's see the color of their money. And so we started rehearsing. It was quite difficult music, and I was like, wow. And this Rachel Lightbody, she's all over this. She's got incredible technique. She can really read, beautiful pitching, really great voice. But I was saying to myself, there was no lyrics. So I was saying to myself, can she deliver a lyric? Because, you know, can she deliver a lyric? I'm not sure. I don't know. So then we did the first gig in, and I know Norman Wilmore, he seems really great as well. We did the first gig in Aberdeen. I don't know if you remember this, in the Blue Lamp. And the first set, Paul had got this set of tunes related to films.
Yeah.
Sort of didn't even run through, I don't think. We kind of might have played a couple of the heads in the soundcheck, but some of them we just played with no rehearsal. And the first thing that happened was that Norman just blew the fucking roof off playing bebop. And it was like, holy shit! He can really play bebop. Like, he can really do it. And it was really exciting. He absolutely stormed the Bastille. You know, it was incredible. And then you sang Alfie, which is one of my favorite songs. My wife sings it incredibly well. She loves it. My wife, Gina. And I thought, this is going to be interesting to see if this Lightbody can deliver a lyric. I cried. I swear to God, when you sang Alfie, I cried, and I was going, holy fucking shit, I'm crying. Holy shit. She's making me cry. Fucking hell.
Feeling something.
Emotions. What the hell's going on here? And I went home and said, yeah, she's really good, to my wife.
Tom, that's so nice.
You made me cry. Now, there's so much more to talk about, and we're running out of time. We've got maybe another 5-10 minutes. So,
okay. You just keep me right.
I wanted to ask you about how you see yourself in relation to the singers, because you strike me as someone that's got a very high level of control technically, and whether you think of yourself that way, and are there particular singers that you know, look at and go, I'm like that, or I want to be like that, and that you've sort of tried to be like? And
The oven's on. Sorry. Oh, absolute. I think no. In answer to your question, there are so many singers that I adore. For example, Cécile McLaurin-Salvant for me is like.
Known to her friends as Idiot Savant.
Savant. It's just nice to say.
Oh, Idiot Savant!
Savant! It's just like singers like Cécile are singers that inspire me, but I don't see myself as. I don't know what is it the same with drums, because that's actually a good question. Like, I would never be like, oh, I sound like them. Do you know what I mean? Because like,
but I mean, your influences have influenced your sound a bit, don't they?
For sure, I think rather than like this, they influence. Hold on, let me just get my words in there. Rather than them influencing my sound, it's more like I quite like singers that are quite daring in what they do. Because I'm kind of coming at it from like I love so many things. Like I kind of love too many things, and that's kind of been my problem for a long time, where I don't really know where to put my energy sometimes.
Fingers in too many pies.
Yeah, and I love
like that as well. Yeah.
But I think that's also a nice thing. I think we're kind of like drummers and singers are kind of something that we do, though. It's like
I think it's useful to be able to do a range of things just to make a living, but at the same time, the people that just do one thing and focus on that, I can see why that's an advantage.
I get that for sure.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
I'm the same. There's too. I'm like a going back to that Firefly. I just like too many things. So yeah. So singers like Cécile who like draw inspiration from like multiple repertoire. Like she and writes music herself. So she'll take like a Baroque tune and a Broadway tune and then a Kate Bush song and then an original song, and that will be her set. And it's like, for me, that's just like unbelievable. Like
I have to say, to my great shame, I'm not really familiar with the singing, so I will go.
Let me send you some stuff. Yeah, she's one that comes like to my head. But then like I'm influenced by lots of different singers from different genres. That kind of.
Can you give us a top?
Say again.
Top 3.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, would you believe?
Joni
Mitchell. Yeah. She just like, I love how chameleon, like she just, you can't put her in a box. And I think that's something that I like to strive for. You can't put little Lightbody in a box, which is something that I love about Joni. And how daring she was vocally in what she delivered in her vocal performance, but also like lyrically, like in her compositions and whatnot. Cécile, yes, I'll definitely put her there. And then okay, I'm gonna put Carmen McRae.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Carmen McRae. Do you want to know why I'm gonna put Carmen McRae? Because she had the breaking your heart of Billie Holiday, because obviously she was like a student in Billie Holiday's books, but also she had the kind of agility and like piano harmony understanding of other singers. So she's got like so many things. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Awesome. I know Fiona Duncan was really into Carmen.
That's so cool. That makes sense. Yeah, Carmen's just was a absolute.
What about Abby Lincoln?
Oh my gosh. 100%. I love singers that are so unapologetic about their sound. Like and are so, especially female voices that are so unapologetic with like a crack or like a, you know.
Yeah.
And Abby Lincoln is just one of those singers that whenever I hear Abby Lincoln sing, I'm always just like, yes, make a sound. Like, you know.
Lightbody, I've got to have to. This is I've got so
Ooh.
many more things to talk to you about. I'm really sorry. It's just one of
Grab
those
it.
days.
Don't you worry.
It's one of those days, and
Get the oven off.
that's not the oven. That's it's just, you know. Thank you so much for coming on the interview. Thank you so much for doing the gig. I hope the second half goes okay.
I think we're going to be great.
Is there anywhere that you want to plug online for the audience to go and hear your music? More of your music, the stuff, your original music, your own stuff.
Well, the original music is coming, but I just don't have anything yet. It is coming. That's all I'm
Get that together, Lightbody. Come on. Get your shit together, Lightbody.
You guys are the best. Thank you for having me.
Pardon?
I'm just saying that you're the best. And thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. All right, I'm gonna have to go. Lots of
Go,
love.
go. Have the best day.
Good luck in the second set. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Playtime. I'm afraid we've had to cancel the second set because Rachel has started celebrating downstairs and
Having a lovely time.
oh no, she's back. Oh, that's okay. I think we are going to do the second set. So I apologise for saying that. And so let's hear it one more time for Rachel Lightbody, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you doing, Rich?
Let's do Black Crow. What a mess. Is everybody well? Watered? Fantastic. We're going to start off with a tune from Hejira. This is the first track from Hejira, I do believe. This is Black Crow.
diving. Oh, for something shiny. I like that black crow flying in the blue. I look in the morning and I'm looking to see my face. I look out the window and I see my haggard face. I look and I see, oh, that black soul take flight, black crow flying in the blue. In the blue. I feel like the black crow. Thank you, Black Crow. Oh, too much fun. Right, if you were having fun, it's time for a sad tune now. This next song is, oh gosh, I think we should do Edith, by the way.
Okay.
This, I just don't know how she has taken the subject matter of a pimp and Edith Piaf and merged them together to make poetry. But she has. This tune has been played by so many different jazz musicians. But one of my favorite versions is Herbie Hancock brought out a Joni Letters, which is just remarkable. And he brought a whole host of amazing guest singers on, and Tina Turner sang this song. It's just sheer perfection. So if you want a good greet, then I would highly recommend listening to Tina Turner sing Edith and the Kingpin. But we'll give this one a go tonight.
First two round and round. First two as an intro.
Yes, yes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go. Big man arrives. Disco dancers greet him. Plain clothes cops greet Small town big man, fresh lipstick glistening. Sophomore jive from victims of typewriters. The band sounds like typewriters. The big man, he's not listening. His eyes hold needed, his left hand holds his right. What does that hand desire that he grips so tight? Edith in the ring, the passed over girls are comforting. The man with the diamond ring is purring. All closed, now withdrawn. One by one he brings his renegade stories to her, his crimes and his glories to her. A challenge they recall. Women he has taken grow too soon. He takes their tired faces and bends them with a spoon. snowblind, mannequin, snowblind. She says all his crimes belong, Edith and a kingpin, each with charms to sway. There's you know they dare not lose.
Things. Do you want to do Woodstock? You and me? Was walking along the road, and I asked him, "Where are you going?" This he told me. He said, "I'm going down to Yesker's farm. I'm gonna join in some rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land. I'm gonna get my soul free. We are stardust. We're golden, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden." Then can I walk beside you? Hey, I have come in to lose smoke, 'cause I feel like I am a cog in something turning round and round. Well, maybe it's the time of year. Maybe it's the time of now. I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust. We're golden, and we got to get
By the time I got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was a song going round and round. I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky. Back to the garden.
Tom Bancroft!
What do you want to finish with?
Oh, je ne sais pas.
Definitely that one.
A bit too.
Oh.
Je ne sais pas. I have forgotten. Yeah, let's finish with that one.
Okay. So, the one.
Yeah. Just because I want to hear you do that.
I want to hear them. I want to hear me doing that too. I don't know if it's going to come up.
Well, I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, thanks.
So, we're gonna give you a tune. Joni was
Flat.
always like striving to work with different musicians.
Swingy solos.
And I think that can be seen if you check out the Shadows and Light concert, which is just the most joyful 2 hours you will ever spend. She had, Jacko on bass and Pat Metheny on guitar and Lyle Mays on keys and many other absolute legends. But one person that she kept striving throughout her career to play with was Charles Mingus, and she kept at it. But if you know Mingus and his kind of what his personality was like, he was a little bit aloof. So it took her she chased for a while. And then I think legend goes was, they were in the same studio or something like that, and he was like, sure, we'll make music together. But I don't really know what I'm going to add to your music because you're a singer-songwriter and I'm coming from a different world. And Joni was like, just let me in. And so they wrote this head together, The Dry Cleaner of Des Moines, which is mighty fun to sing. It's, yeah. It's, oh my goodness me.
Is the tempo?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
2, 3.
I'm down to roll a dice, stuck in the slot that's hot. I keep hearing bells all around me, jangling a lucky jackpot. Keep you telling lies that keep you reaching for your wallet here in Fool's Paradise. I talked to a cat from Des Moines. They said he read a cleaning plan. That cat was clanking with coin. Well, he must have had a genie in a lamp, 'cause every time he dropped a dime, I blew it. He kept ringing bells, nothing to it. He had 3 oranges, 3 lemons, 3 cherries, 3 plums. I'm losing my taste for fruit, watching the dry cleaner do it like Midas in a polyester suit. It's all luck, it's just luck. You get a little lucky, then you make a little money. it's just luck.
I'm having lots of fun, but I'm very sweaty now. We've got one more tune for you. Yes, this is a very special tune to lots of us. So I think it's a nice way to finish the night. So it was a joy to spend time with Joni's music. And I just want to say, just before we play this last tune, a huge thanks to Tom, Mario, Graeme, and Martin for allowing me to come in and bring some Joni tunes. You guys are very special to lots of us, so can you please show some love to all these musicians? Martin's got his clarinet. I'm gonna cry. This is gonna be so good. Thank you so much, everyone. You have been such a lovely audience. I'm just gonna ask one more thing of you. We're gonna play this tune. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it will become apparent once I start singing. But please feel free to join in. Yes. Tom, do you want to say anything else? Any admin, housekeeping for the end of the night?
The kebab of tonight will be Palmyra.
Wow.
Because Marmaris is shut.
It's a dark day, but we'll get through it. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star, constantly in the darkness. Where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I'd draw a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you. Still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. Oh, I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. Well, I remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touch mine, heart you pulls out of me.
in these lines from time to time. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of I'd still be on my feet, but still be on my She had a mouth like yours, she knew your life. She knew your devils and your demons, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. I could drink a case of you. Love, I could drink. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Lightbody! Martin Kershaw, saxophone! Graeme Stephen! Mario Lima, Caribé, Anoushka! Come back on the drums! Thanks to Ron and Adam for doing the videoing and everything else! Rachel Lightbody! Joni Mitchell! Thank you so much. Fantastic, Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're going to teach me how to do the stick thing that you just did.
We're coming back in 2 weeks. We have no idea.
We have no idea.
We will be here. We're not sure who with,
That's fun.
but we're back there again. But as you know, we always come up with something. So, So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Yay!